Okay, folks, let's talk about ancient rituals, because apparently building pyramids and inventing the wheel weren't enough to keep our ancestors entertained. Nope, they also had to dabble in the supernatural with rituals for everything from good harvests to winning chariot races. And yes, even summoning demonic beings for companionship. Look, don't judge. Times were tough back then. Entertainment was limited. But seriously, these rituals, as bizarre and often hilarious as they seem now, offer a glimpse into the beliefs and anxieties of people who lived centuries ago. They were trying to make sense of a world they didn't understand, and sometimes that involved asking the universe, or the demons residing in it, for a little help. Or in the case of the ritual we're discussing today, maybe something a little more intimate. So, what exactly are we summoning with this ancient ritual? Buckle up, because things are about to get a little spicy. We're talking about succubi, folks. These seductive demonesses straight out of your nightmares or fantasies, no judgment, have been the subject of folklore and mythology for centuries. Often depicted as beautiful women with a penchant for seduction, succubi were believed to prey on men in their sleep, draining them of their life force. Think of them as the original energy vampires, but instead of boring you with stories about their crystals, they'd, seduce you. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Now, let's say you're feeling brave or lonely, we don't judge, and want to try this ritual yourself. What do you need? Well, first things first, you'll need a shopping list. But forget the milk and eggs. This ritual calls for some more esoteric ingredients. We're talking herbs, incense, maybe a pinch of graveyard dust for that extra kick. Oh, and don't forget the candles. Lots and lots of candles, because nothing says come hither demon like a well-lit room. Just be careful not to set off the fire alarm. Arson is generally frowned upon, even in the demon summoning community. Once you've gathered your supplies, it's time to set the mood. And no, Barry White on repeat isn't going to cut it this time. We're talking about creating a sacred space, a beacon of energy that will hopefully attract the attention of a succubus, or, at least impress your cat. Think dim lighting, soft music, Gregorian chants are always a good choice, and maybe some incense to mask the smell of that graveyard dust. Remember, we're going for alluring, not alarming. You want the succubus to be drawn to your positive energy, not repelled by the stench of desperation. Section 5. The incantation. Words to make a succubus swoon, or whatever. Now comes the tricky part. The incantation. This isn't your average abracadabra, folks. We're talking ancient words whispered in hushed tones with the power to pierce the veil between realms and summon forth a being of pure desire. Or, maybe just make your neighbor's dog bark. The exact words of the incantation are shrouded in mystery, passed down through generations of occultists and whispered in hushed tones. Some say they're written in a language older than time itself, while others claim they're just gibberish someone made up while drunk on mead. Either way, it's probably best not to try this at home without a qualified professional, or at least a good pronunciation guide. Section 6. Waiting for the guest of honor. Side effects may include: you've lit the candles, chanted the incantation, and now you wait. The air crackles with anticipation, the shadows seem to dance in the flickering candlelight, and you swear you hear a faint whisper on the wind. Or maybe it's just the gas. As you sit there, shrouded in darkness, you can't help but wonder, was it all worth it? The preparation, the chanting, the distinct possibility of accidentally summoning a demon with a face like a dropped pie? Only time will tell, but hey, at least you're having an interesting Tuesday night, right? Section 7. Consequences and calamities. What could possibly go wrong? Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the potential demon in your living room, because summoning a succubus isn't all fun and games, folks. There are risks involved. We're talking potential exhaustion, obsession, maybe even a touch of soul-sucking, and that's before she's even had her morning coffee. The ancient texts are full of cautionary tales about men who dared to consort with succubi. They lost their fortunes, their minds, and in some cases, their will to live. So yeah, maybe stick to Tinder after all. At least there you can swipe left if things get too weird. Section 8. Modern-day dating versus demon summoning. Are we really that different? So, what have we learned today? Well, for starters, summoning a succubus is probably a bad idea, but on a deeper level, this ancient ritual with all its bizarre steps and potential consequences reflects a timeless human desire, the need for connection. Think about it. We spend countless hours on dating apps, crafting the perfect profile, swiping left and right, all in the hopes of finding someone who understands us, who desires us. Is it really that different from our ancestors, lighting candles and chanting incantations in the dead of night? Maybe, just maybe, we're not so different after all. Except for the whole summoning a demon thing. That's still pretty weird. Section 9. In conclusion, don't try this at home, kids, or maybe do for the story. So, there you have it, folks. The ancient ritual for summoning a succubus, laid bare for your entertainment and education. Do we recommend trying it at home? Probably not. But hey, it's your life. Just promise you'll invite us to the seance, from a safe distance, of course. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, there's a grain of truth to these ancient legends. Maybe somewhere out there in the shadows between realms, a seductive demoness is waiting for the right incantation, the perfect ambience, and a really good bottle of wine. But hey, that's a story for another time.